What's going on, guys? Welcome to MotivResults. So today, sorry, just came back from the gym. So today what I'm going to be doing is just showing you guys how to make a peanut. This is originally a creation of Kelly Starrett. If you're not aware of who he is, he's the mobility WOD guy. He actually is a huge name in the CrossFit community. Before you click the back button, this guy is actually very well known for mobility and his work on fixing things that need work. So let's start off. I'm just going to basically show you in this video how to make the peanut. So here is the materials you might need. What I'm going to show you here is this is the traditional lacrosse ball. This is a hardcore lacrosse ball. As you can see, there's no give to it. This isn't a training lacrosse ball or any of the other shit. This is the real deal. That's what you want to go with if you want to go a little hardcore. These right here are racquetball balls, and they do have a little bit more give. As you can see, you can kind of squeeze one with your hands. In fact, you can probably do it with 2 fingers if I can get it here on camera correctly. And they're a little softer. This is probably what you want to go with if you're new to this, because your back is probably kind of tight and you might have some pain involved with this. We'll also need some regular tape. I would suggest going with something a little bit more heavy duty. We say if you're going to be using this often, that way the tape doesn't give out on you or get kind of melt, as some of these tapes do depending on heat. So let's grab some of this tape, if I can get it. There we go. And basically just grab your balls. Haha, that joke is not going to get old fast at all. And so what I would usually do is put a kind of strip on top, grab the balls, and then put them together. And then you kind of want to wind the tape around so they kind of stay in place. There might be some technique involved with you kind of holding the balls. That way they don't kind of fall apart on you. But for the most part, after the first couple turns, you're good to go. Now, I do suggest that you continue and use this as one solid piece. If you cut these and then cut it and then put another strip and then cut it and put another strip, you have a higher likelihood of the tape losing its stickiness, if you will, and you'll kind of have frayed ends and it looks like shit, to be honest with you. So don't do what I just did there. That was a huge mistake. I put too much tape on one side, as you can tell, so it's making the balls want to split the opposite way. So what I would suggest is cross-hairing these. So you put one on one side and then you transition over to the other, as I just did right there. That's going to be the easiest way. It kind of puts tension evenly on the balls. That way they don't try to slip out in any way. And just kind of continue that until you go all the way around. I tend to want to put a little bit more tape than needed, only so everything kind of fits tight. There's no issues. And it gives a little bit more of a sturdy feel instead of going too thin with the tape and then there's a little bit too much give. Especially if, like I said, if you're working in a warm environment where this tape might lose a little bit of the stickiness and it might kind of move a little. You don't want a nasty looking peanut all full of lint and shit. But anyways, so there you go. You kind of move it around, make sure everything gets covered, make sure that everything is fully sealed. You shouldn't be able to see the balls at all. Just make sure you kind of put a nice little even coating throughout. Just keep spinning the peanut and rolling the tape and spinning the peanut and rolling the tape. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little bit of time, especially if you're not used to holding balls like this. You know what I'm saying? I seem rather comfortable with this just because I've got some manly ass balls, but oh fuck, I had to throw that in there. Sorry guys. And so as you can tell, the peanut's fully covered here. It doesn't look much like a peanut, but we'll kind of deal with that. And so you can see everything's coated. I'm putting a couple more layers on it just so it's nice and sturdy. So when you're laying on it, there's really not much give. It's just nice, thick tape. That's pretty much it. So what I do is just kind of cut it at the end. If I end up doing that at any point. There we go. Boom. And so there it is. Just make sure everything's nice and sticky. Make sure everything's kind of rolled on the ball. And what you want to do is just add some tape to the center. The reasoning for this is it gives it a little bit more space. This is probably not necessary whatsoever, but I feel it gives a little bit more space in your spine because your spine does roll through the center of this peanut, if you will. And also I feel like it keeps a little bit more tension on the tape all the way around, so that it really does force the tape to wrap around the balls pretty tight. So I'm not afraid to use the tape, and screw it, I think I just bought this tape just for this project, so whatever. And there it is. Finished peanut. Ah, check it out, I do own a shirt. Boom, there you go, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is get the peanut together with a couple of the other tools I have sitting around here, and then I'll make a very, very basic kind of stretching workout with these tools, and then we'll go into a little bit more advanced mobility style routine. That's probably a good word for it, routines. So, questions, comments, let me know. That's it. See you guys next time.